Hello everyone! Almost a year ago, I shared the top 10 SACDs in my collection at that time. But since then, I was able to get hold of a few more SACDs, and there are some that I have recently rediscovered and appreciated again. So in this video, I'm going to present 10 more SACDs which I think collectors would love. These albums are already great albums on its own in whatever format, but the higher fidelity on SACDs can still push that enjoyment even further. As you know, SACDs is a small and niche market which are being kept alive by some audiophiles and collectors seeking the best possible audio quality. I really like the detailed sound that SACDs produce, that's why I continue collecting it. So without further ado, here's 10 more SACDs I would recommend to people who want to try this disc or for collectors who don't have them yet. First is the Allman Brothers Band at Fillmore East. This is the first live album by American rock band the Allman Brothers Band, released in July 1971. The SACD I have was released in 2013 by Universal Music Japan. The recording took place in March 1971 at Fillmore East Club in New York, and this album has been widely regarded as one of the greatest live albums of all time. The band was frustrated with their studio albums and knew that they needed to be recorded live so audiences could really hear how they sounded and appreciate their music. And true enough, on this album you will appreciate their excellent musicianship. Next is Forever Changes by Love. This is the third studio album by the American rock band Love, originally released in November 1967. The SACD I have is from original master recording released by Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab in 2014. Forever Changes had only moderate success upon its release, but its influence has grown over time and has become an influential document of 1960s psychedelia and is recognized as among the greatest albums of all time. This record pioneered the type of folk rock in which acoustic guitars blend into elegant symphonic sweep with mariachi brass. Aside from its complex acoustic arrangements, the lyrical themes and folk harmonies are perfect for high-fidelity playback. Next is Crosby, Stills and Nash self-titled album. This is the debut studio album by the folk rock group Crosby, Stills and Nash, released in May 1969. The SACD I have was mastered by Sean R. Britton at Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab, released in 2022. The trio combined their so-called golden hippie harmonies, and Jimi Hendrix called it groovy western sky music. This is the only release by the band prior to adding Neil Young to their lineup. Crosby, Stills and Nash combined not only their voices but also their strengths. David Crosby's social commentary and atmospheric mood pieces, Stephen Stills' diverse musical skills and ability to turn folk and country into complex rock structures, and Graham Nash radio-friendly pop tunes. Next is When I Look in Your Eyes by Diana Krall. This is the fifth studio album by Canadian singer Diana Krall, originally released in June 1999. The SACD I have was released by Universal Music Japan under Acoustic Sounds SACD series in 2025. This is Diana's first recording for Verve Records, and she demonstrated her dual talents as a pianist and vocalist. The soft drums and the delicate violins added depth and richness to the songs. But it's the combination of Diana's fantastic piano playing and velvety voice that makes this an outstanding record. This SACD has a detailed and lush sound that allows listeners to hear the nuances of Diana's voice, the great instrumentation, and the excellent production. Next is Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys. This is the 11th studio album by American rock band The Beach Boys, released in May 1966. The SACD I have was released by Analog Productions in 2015 and has both the original mono mix of Brian Wilson and the stereo mix, which was produced and mixed under the supervision of Brian Wilson. Pet Sounds is recognized for its ambitious production, and it is widely regarded as among the greatest and most influential albums in music history. Brian Wilson was seeking to expand Phil Spector's wall of sound technique and surpass the Beatles' Rubber Soul. His orchestrations blended pop, jazz, classical, and avant-garde elements, combining rock instrumentation with layered vocal harmonies, found sounds, and instruments not normally associated with rock. Next is Court and Spark by Joni Mitchell. This is the sixth studio album by the Canadian singer-songwriter Joni Mitchell, originally released in January 1974. The SACD I Have was mastered by Rob Laverde at Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab, released in 2024. Joni Mitchell had already created her masterpiece Blue by the time this album was released. As all music lovers know, Joni Mitchell is a musical genius, capable of writing music and lyrics on a level that few could rival. She combined her usual folk rock style with jazz elements on this album and called in top LA musicians to work with. The songs are delicately orchestrated, and Joni's unique singing style should come out clearly on your system. Next is Love Over Gold by Dire Straits. This is the fourth studio album by British rock band Dire Straits, released in September 1982. The SACD I Have was mastered by Rob Laverde at Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab, released in 2019. Mark Knopfler showed his vision by not only writing all the songs but also acting as the sole producer for Love Over Gold. This album seemingly broke the rules of popular music at that time. Dire Straits explores longer and more intricate compositions on this album with complex arrangements, extended instrumental passages, and greater emphasis on atmospheric elements. Love Over Gold rewards attentive listening and stands as a bold and ambitious statement in Dire Straits' discography. Next is Hotel California by Eagles. This is the fifth studio album by American rock band Eagles, released in 1976. The SACD I Have was released by Warner Music Japan in 2011. It is one of Eagles' most successful albums and has become one of the most iconic rock albums of all time. Don Felder's unforgettable guitar solo on the title track was a standout, and with the addition of Joe Walsh on guitar, the album's sound becomes heavier and more rock-influenced compared to the band's earlier country rock roots. The album's blend of introspective lyrics, catchy rhythm, and outstanding guitar solos, particularly that iconic dual intermingling solos in the title track, elevate it to iconic status. Next is Avalon by Roxy Music. This is the eighth and final studio album by English rock band Roxy Music, released in May 1982. The SACD I Have is the 2003 Virgin's 21st Anniversary Edition SACD remixed by the album's original engineers Rhett Davis and Bob Clearmountain. Roxy Music was one of the most distinct acts of early 1980s, known for making sophisticated glam rock music. Their sound was recognizable because of the unique voice and personality of lead singer Bryan Ferry. Avalon has lush sound, a dreamy, seductive music, and it's one of the best-sounding SACD I Have. Avalon is a timeless classic and an incredible album to close Roxy Music's distinguished career with. And last but not the least is Toto IV by Toto. This is the fourth studio album by American rock band Toto, released on April 1982. The SACD I Have was released by Sony Japan in 2022. Toto Band are masters of combining rock, soul, funk, R&B, blues, and jazz into pop classics. After trying to prove that they are arena rock band on their previous two albums, they decided to double down on lush production and radio-ready melodies for their fourth album. And they were given a much larger than average recording budget that allowed for cutting-edge studio technology and with a big group of outside musicians. Their aim was to make the biggest, most obnoxiously overproduced record of all time. And that's 10 more SACDs in my collection that I think most audiophiles would love. I know everyone has their own taste in music, but I hope you'll find some that will give you a great listening experience. I know some of these SACDs might be available only on the second-hand market, but I think most of them are available on either Discogs, eBay, and Amazon. Please also let me know in the comments your favorite SACDs or albums that you will recommend to fellow audiophiles. Thanks for watching and happy listening!